Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're going to be playing some MekHQ. And we are going to be playing MekHQ. If we're lucky we might get some MegaMek in, but we got enough of that the last couple of weeks. Varank did hit me up on Discord. He said he was going to be a few minutes late with the weather and everything. So we are just going to start with a quick recap. We did start 2 weeks ago on this day. We started with our base attack scenario, which we did succeed at, sort of. We did maintenance on the Union, which actually looks pretty good. I'm seeing some A's and B's. I'm not seeing any D's. Oh, there's a D. One of the PPCs is at level D. We got some weapons and ammunition in. We got the Orion ready in another day. The Stalker was ready today. The Mackie will be ready in a while. The Marauder will be a little while longer. The Gundog is going to be about 4 more days. The Zeus is going to be a couple of weeks. The Black Knight's going to be a couple of weeks. The Kraken is going to be a while. We did activate the guillotine to bring into that battle. And we're into the results of that battle. First and foremost, Captain Frederick Wyvern French has gone missing in action. He ejected from his archer into a blinding snowstorm, and we were not able to recover him. We did pick up a couple of prisoners. We convinced Abu al-Khair to defect. We do have... Oh, hey, Varank, there you are. Oh. You convinced the wife not to walk through a flooded park. Okay. Well, that's good. Took a different and shorter route. Okay. Let's see. Battle loss compensation. We got 2,500 for the Blackjack. It didn't take hardly anything. The Archer, we got 82,000 for. Hoser's Ride, we took about 79,000 C-bills worth of damage. The Stalker spent about 4,000 C-bills in ammo. The Atlas, 4,000 C-bills in ammo. The Banshee, 18,000. The Archer, 203, almost 204,000 C-bills. And that mech is going to need some work. The Stalker, 24, almost 25,000 C-bills. The Warhammer, 218,000 C-bills. That seems like a lot. I remember the Warhammer lost its leg, I want to say. 154 for the Grasshopper, 25 for the Marauder, 39 for the Guillotine, 3.9 million for the Wolverine, which we are not going to be able to use again. 88,000 for the Quick Draw, 9,000 for the Spider, 3 million for the Cronus, which we're also not going to be able to use again. And 2 Hunchback 2Cs added to the unit roster as salvage. Off camera, I did assign some pilots to the med bay. I got Stiletto, Scarponi, Hadi Van den Uden, and Longsword assigned to Delphine Chocolates, and we got some prisoners assigned to Maru. Hunchback 2Cs sound good. I'm actually not a huge fan of the 2C. It doesn't have enough ammo or armor for my taste. If it were up to me, I would probably drop one of the ultra autocannons and use that to up armor it. Better than the Cronus? Yeah, the Cronus is salvage. Took its center torso, right torso, and left torso are gone. And yeah, 1 Ultra Autocannon 20 is very significant, especially on a mech that has the survivability, the durability to use it for a little while. Yeah, the Hunchback 2C to me is just too much of a flash in the pan. It's too short-lived. You're not going to finish a battle with a Hunchback 2C on the field. Now, if you were to drop one of the Ultra ACs and replace it with armor and ammo, you might have something that would survive until the end of the match. So the Cronus is literally just 2 arms and a leg and a head left. We did lose a bunch of medium pulse lasers that were very valuable and expensive and hard to come by. A bunch of clan tech that we're not going to be able to get back. I think we're going to be able to salvage one of those pulse lasers, yeah. The Wolverine is also salvaged, but that one is a lot more concentrated. That one only took out its center torso. Hunchback 2C might make a good frame to build on for Cronus replacement. It does have jump jets. It doesn't have the movement profile I would like to replace the Cronus. What do we have in the way of mediums that we could replace the Cronus with? We do have a 3M Mark III Cronus, which does have the large laser, 3 pulse lasers, and the SRM4. It just doesn't have the clan tech. We've got a Wolverine 6R. We've got a pair of Wolverine 6Rs and the Shadowhawk 2H, which are all basic tech. We've got a Mark II Cronus, which has small lasers, as well as the 3 mediums and the large and the SRMs. The Wolverine, we do have a 6M Mark V in stock, which has an ER large laser, some pulse lasers, and an SRM6. The Hunchbacks, though, I would want to put it in the mech lab. I'd want it to be faster. 464 is just not quick enough to replace the Cronus or the Wolverine. That said, I mean, throw a couple lasers on there and it should be good to go. But we do only have, today is Friday, so we've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We've got 4 days to repair everything before our next battle might be due. So I'm thinking that the Hunchbacks are lower priority. In 4 days, I want to see how many of these mechs I can get back on the field. Yeah, Sruden, we're saving because we want to give him some XP. Really awesome out of storage. We do have a backup Hoser's Ride. It doesn't have the ER large laser. Or crippled. We did lose the right torso. The right arm was blown off. Other than that, it's all just armor, really. Yeah, there is a backup awesome to priorities repairs. I will go ahead. I'll put Hoser's Ride on a back burner. We'll finish it if we can, if we have time. But in the meantime, let's see what we can do as far as getting some of these mechs combat ready in the next 4 days. We'll have... If we can repair the awesome, that would be good, yeah. But I think we need mechs for defense. That is basically how I'm looking at it. We've got 4 days to prepare for the next mission. If we're lucky, we'll have more time. If we're not lucky, we won't. Let me start by having Salmon. We'll have Dulfikar doing ammo. We'll have him start with the SRM6. Have him knock out these 2. That leaves him with 75 minutes. That leaves him with 60. We're not worried about the machine gun ammo, really. The Stalker, we can get that off the list. The Banshee has a couple things needing to be reloaded. Not too badly. The SRM6 can probably wait. We're gonna need some repairs on Ash's archer as well. We lost the left arm. Center torso went internal. Who do we have? Do we have Ediborg? Ediborg can knock out the center torso real quick. The XL engine. We'll have Ediborg knocking out all the quick little jobs. Things like a 50-minute engine repair. Things like that. Dulficar can reload that SRM. We can reload this SRM, and the rest we'll work on tomorrow. Let's see, the guillotine. I want a veteran trying to replace this armor. We've got 175 minutes worth of work to do. We'll have B knocking these out. The blackjack isn't gonna need much. There's B again. All right. We've got some 5s and some 4s. We should be able to knock those out pretty quickly. We've got some 3s and some 2s. Banshee's gonna need some 6s. Slide. Save ourselves about an hour there. Right, leaves us 45 minutes. Leaves us 30 minutes. Leaves us 10 minutes. Leaves us with 5 minutes. Alright, that's an even 5 there. Okay, so that is B all locked up for the day. A couple small reloads left. Let's see. Ash's archer needs its left arm put back on. We can have Fred Modry start on that, and hopefully he finishes by tomorrow. As far as armor goes, we can have Chris can knock out the first one because she's a Mrs. Fix-It. The second one we can have Elena do as a rush job in 18 minutes. The quick draw. We're gonna have Elena knock out a bunch of these armors because she's really good at it. We'll go with 13 minutes for that. Oh, no. Right arm needs its lower arm actuator replaced or salvaged. We can have, yes, Ruden maybe. Yeah, we'll go ahead and scrap that. We're gonna need 4 on that. That'll be one for Loney on a 5, hopefully. Ediborg on that right torso, which is at 43%. It's gonna take her more than a day, but I don't want to get stuck like that. That's 8 points of internal structure we would be missing. So we'll go ahead and have her start on that. We'll have Chris start on that. Because Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It, and that was in D quality. Whereas Ediborg can get to work on some smaller jobs, like this left arm. We'll have Penny start on that leg. We'll have, let me see, we'll have Denise replace the PPC. Ediborg on the left torso. Yeah, we'll spend 270 minutes on that. That's going to be pretty much her whole day. Actually, we'll have her start on the right torso. She'll be able to finish. No, we'll do the left torso first. And then the right torso will finish tomorrow. Yeah. We've got Elena doing armor. Works for me. 3s and 4s, little bitty jobs. 2 minutes here, 13 minutes there. The AMS. We can have Big Knock replace the AMS and gain an XP doing it. Nice. The Stalker is going to need its head fixed. We can have a veteran work on that. How about George? And then we've got some armor. We'll have Elena knock these out. These are all 2s. Those are all 2s. It means that we can do them all at quarter time. It means instead of 45 minutes, it's going to be 12 minutes. Let's see. The Warhammer's going to be... Okay, let me... Okay, so the Stalker needs ammo, the Spider needs ammo, the Banshee needs ammo. No big deal. Archer's getting its left arm put on. The Quick Draw still has armor needing to be done. Well, we'll save ourselves a few minutes doing it this way. 11:23 minutes. Okay, so that'll leave her with 180. Alright, so the Quick Draw is just waiting on its right torso and right arm. The Warhammer is a work in progress. Hoser's Ride, we're going to hold off on. The Grasshopper. Oh, took an engine crit or 3 due to losing its side torso. We'll have Halima salvage that. We'll do both of these at ×4. Really can't get anyone on that left torso at the moment, though. Elena can get started on this armor at 38 minutes. Oh, no. Okay, so the left leg is going to have some parts needing to be taken out. Like the jump jets and the actuators. Who can we have? Ethan can pull these jump jets, I think. Yeah, and you can gain an XP. And then we've got these actuators. We'll have Kostya. Knock out all three of those, I think. Alright, so now we can scrap the left leg and replace it. That's going to be a couple days job for someone. Wyvern's Archer is going to need the center torso replaced. Or repaired, I should say. Elena? No. That's... maybe we can get Ediborg to do that. That's still going to be a 2-day job. We'll have Elena replacing some armor. We're gonna have to salvage this SRM4. Can we have... No, we're gonna need 360 minutes. We'll have Janet pull that. And that. We'll have Helena pull that. Or try to. She'll gain an XP at least. Big Knock can pull that. Okay. The cockpit is going to be a 900-minute job. We'll have Tamalika get started on that. Hopefully it'll be done tomorrow. The left torso might be another Ediborg job. Center... Oof. I don't like relying on Ediborg for so much, but she really does have just the best modifiers. The Hunchbacks are gonna wait on the Cronus. I'd like to pull that ER or the medium pulse laser. And the ER large laser. Oh no. We'll have Guion take a crack. No, we'll have Shasa take a crack at that. She's 1 XP away. Oh, nice. And Shasa is now sitting at 20 XP, which is not enough to go up. Could gain an edge. We'll do that. Okay. What else have we got? What else have we got? We can have someone else doing some reloads. We'll have Salmon doing reloads after this. Salmon, there we are. Alright, so the Archer's getting its arm put back on. The Quick Trial's getting its right arm put back on and the torso repaired. The Warhammer is getting its left leg being put back on. Hoser's Ride. We'll have Elena go ahead and replace the armor. Let's see. The PPC will have Veronica salvage that out, or no? We'll have Guillaume salvage that out. The right torso is going to be a job. The left arm is going to be actually not that bad of a job. We'll have actually we'll have Elena knock that out on a 3 real quick. We do have some double heat sinks that need to be replaced. We'll do that on a 4. And we need a regular that can do that on a 4. How about Shada? All right. So Hoser's Ride is actually not looking too bad right now either. It's just missing a right torso and the right arm being put back on. Kinda. Okay, I'm out of armor tech. We'll have Shasa. Oh, not times two. Time 1/4 is what I was going for. We'll do halftime on that. Have Guion do that in 33 minutes. All right, so we've still got our work cut out for us. I'm just hoping that we have enough time to get all this stuff put back together, and I don't know if we're going to. One of these hunchbacks I think I'm going to hold on to. The other one I think I'm going to use for parts, and I think this is the one that's going to be using for parts. This one we can have Veronica start on that. Ooh, yeah. The right torso we're gonna have to. Oh, we're not gonna have a right torso for this mech. Both had endosteel. I thought they might make good frames. They do have endosteel. And honestly, it's not the frame that's the problem, it's the engine. And the fact that neither one of them has a right torso. Huh. I'll see what I can do, but without a right torso, we're not going to be able to run either one of them. We'll have to do that and fail. We'll have Bernita do that. I'll take the armor off of this guy. Salvaging jump jets. I don't want to go too deep into this because I don't want to spend any of tomorrow's time salvaging these things because I just have too many repairs to do. But some of this stuff isn't going to take very long at all. We'll have Yasrudin. Okay. We'll have to scrap that. We'll have Salmon knock out one of these. We'll have Kostya knock out one of these. Alright, we've got a little bit of tech time left, but not a lot. That's in progress. That's in progress. That's in progress. That one's waiting. That one's waiting. That one is waiting. This one's salvage. These guys are salvage as well. We'll do 12 minutes. Cost to knock that out for a quick XP boost. We'll have Salmon knock that out real quick. let's see, 12 minutes a pop. We can have Shada knock out a couple of these, or one of these. We'll have Guillaume knock out one or two of these. Have George knock out one of these. And now everyone's got 10 minutes or left to spare, or less to spare. We do have we've got veteran mechanics. I can knock that out. Air mode, we'll go normal for 100 minutes. We'll go times 50%. 50 minutes on a 3. Knock that out real quick. PPC. We can have Doodles knock out a PPC real quick. And a 55-ton jump jet. We should have an aerotech that can knock that out. Have Dimitri, no. Sabra? Sure. Now I've just got 3 engines needing to be fixed. Actually, this 350 XL that came out of, I think, the Archer. We can give that to a veteran. Not Shasa, though. We'll have to wait on that, I think, unless we want to do it on 5. We might actually just. Yeah, we'll have Radmila here work on that engine. It'll be a couple of days. But hopefully we can get that fixed. Moving on to Saturday. Yes, which of these hunchbacks are we saving? That's gonna be this one. We can give that times 4 maintenance time, and we can give that to how about Salmon? Sure. And the other one we're not interested in maintaining, so yeah, we can ignore that. Alright, maintenance on the Maxim, some LRMs, and some Swarm ammo. Tandem charge ammo has arrived. We got the right torso fixed on the Warhammer. We got the right torso fixed on the Quick Draw. We got the left arm on the Archer. We got the cockpit in the Archer, and Tamalika gained an XP for that. Putting her at 20. Penny is still working on the Warhammer. Yeah, Struden got the lower arm actuator off the Hunchback 2C. Nice. We got the right arm on the Quick Draw. Radmila is still working on that engine. She needs a 5 or better. The Orion Mark IV is ready to go. The Mackie is going to be another 11 days. The Marauder is going to be a while. The Goliath is going to be another 3 days. The Black Knight's going to be another couple of weeks. And the Kraken is going to be never. Alright, back to the repair bay. We've got a hatchet here needing to be replaced. We'll have Dulfikar replace that. We've got Elena doing armor still. We've got actuators. We can have regulars like Alexandru knock out a couple of those. And I guess Daniel can knock out one of those. The Quick Draw got its arm back on, so we'll have Elena armor that up. We'll have Kostya knock out a couple actuators, and Monroe knock out the 3rd. Let's see. Oh, dang it. The Warhammer is still getting its left leg put on. No big deal. Hoser's Ride still needs its right torso. Edeborg can hold off on that. I'd like to get the archer done first. The grasshopper needs a 6, you say. We could have Elena do it on a 5, but it would take her an extra day. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get started on that. The left leg is gonna be maybe Chris, also on a 5. Okay, so we've got the Warhammer being worked on, we've got the Awesome waiting for someone, we've got the Archer. I really don't want to take a chance on a 6 for a center torso. That would, the mech would be stuck at 4 points forever. Oof. And tech engines. We can do it, but it'll take us 3 days. We'll have B go ahead and get started on that. We'll have George do that. Have Big Knock spend a couple days doing that. The jump jets, we can have a regular do those. So that'll be Denise, I think. The double heat sinks, we can have, yes, Ruden. No. We can have, oh, because they're clan tech. We'll go ahead and spend like all day on that. We'll go ahead and Ethan will spend all day on that. I'd like to get the Ultra AC 20 on a 4, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. We'll take the ammo bins on 4s. We'll have Janet do 1. Have Susan do the other. A couple of ER medium lasers. We'll have Veronica do 1. We'll have Shasa do the other. The engine is going to be a bigger job than that. We'll have Guillaume get started on that. That'll be a few days. The gyro shouldn't be clan tag. So we can get Susan should be able to do that. Actually, Susan. Yeah, Susan's not doing any maintenance, so should be able to do that by tomorrow. The cockpit. Gonna be like a 3-day job. Janet Andrews, are you doing maintenance? Yeah, you're doing maintenance on the Goliath, so that's gonna be a multi-day job for you. How about Halima? Halima's doing maintenance on the Banshee. George is doing maintenance on the Kraken. Alright, we're gonna have to wait on the cockpit. We'll have we get these actuators out of the way. We'll do that one, we'll do that one, and we'll do that one. That's gonna be a couple day job for George. It's gonna be a couple day job for Tamalika. Let's see, the Cronus, we can have 12 minutes there, 12 minutes there. We'll have, I guess, Kai knocking out some actuators. Actually, yeah, Kai is pretty close to being a veteran, so we'll have him gaining some XP there. The cockpit, yeah, let's go ahead and do that as well. The head, we'll go do that as well. And the left leg, we really can't do anything with. So the Cronus is ready to be sold off the roster. The Wolverine is going to need some work. We'll do 45 minutes there. 10 minutes there. 40 minutes there. I'll that out and that out. And that. Kalima can knock these out, hopefully. No, maybe not. Salmon can pick up the slack. No, he can't. No. Ethan. On a 5? Yeah, we can do that. The jump jets should all be in relatively good shape, so we can have Vernita knock out a couple of those. Shada knock out the last one. Not the last one. SRM6 ammo bin. Might have to wait. The gyro's gonna have to wait. The cockpit's gonna have to wait. These actuators, though, we might be able to knock those out. Maybe, maybe not. Do that one. We'll have Monroe do one. Have Daniel do one. We'll have Kai try to knock one out on a 5. He will barely succeed. We don't have anyone except Yastrudin left with more than 20 minutes. But yeah, he can go ahead and knock out one of those actuators. We've got no one left with more than 15 minutes. I think we're ready to advance to Sunday. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Cronus is just left with its leg on. Yeah, we can go ahead and sell that instead of scrapping it for a few thousand C-bills extra. The Wolverine. Still needs some work. Alright, moving on to Sunday. Alright, we've got some ammo in, we've got some weapons in. The left torso is going to be another little bit. Edeborg is working on that. Penny got the left leg on the Warhammer, barely. Elena is still working on getting the left torso on the Grasshopper. B is still getting the engine out of the Hunchback. Big Knock is still getting the cockpit out of the Hunchback. We did get the right leg off the Hunchback and the left leg as well. We do have a couple of other parts coming out that are going to be a little bit We got the gyro out. We did not get the left leg on the grasshopper yet. Chris is still working on that. Should be done tomorrow, I think. Mackey's going to be another 10 days or so. The Marauder's going to be about 5 times that long. The Goliath is going to be 2 more days. That's exciting. We might be able to use it in our next battle. Alright. We'll have Penny knock out this armor. Have Daniel knock out one of those. We'll have Monroe knock out one of those. We'll have Alexandra knock out one of those, and the Warhammer is ready to go. The Archer is waiting on Edeborg. The Grasshopper, just waiting 27 minutes left on that left torso, 98 minutes left on the left leg, so those will be both done tomorrow. That left arm is not going to be able to get put back on until at least a couple days after that, so I'm hoping our next battle isn't until at least Wednesday. Let's see, the Hunchback being worked on. Another Hunchback. We can have Janet try to pull the Ultra. The cockpit we can have. We'll have Ethan pull the cockpit. The Wolverine. Have Halima pull the ammo bin. The gyro, we can have a regular do that, so we'll have Dulfikar do that. The cockpit is in pretty good shape, so we can have, I think, Shoyab do that. Yasrudin. Yasrudin can knock out a couple of actuators. Just need him to get 1 more XP. Oh, Yasrudin gained an XP. How about that? Okay. So we are going to make him a regular mech tech with clan tech knowledge. Okay. So that was a huge improvement. Something we've been waiting on for a little while. We'll have Vernita knock out the other one. The left arm. We'll have Kostya. Let's see. That's gonna be extra time times 4, and we're gonna look for a veteran. We'll have George pull that. Medium pulse laser. I believe that's inner sphere. Yeah, that's the inner sphere pulse laser. We can have Denise pull that. Couple of leg actuators. We can have Kostya pull one. We'll have Alexandru pull the other. The right leg, we can have Shada pull that. The SRM6, we can have Anacito pull that. These guys can both go to 23 minutes. I'll be 10x. We can have Tamalika pull that. No. Penny? Yeah, alright. Penny can pull that. Fred Modry can yank these medium lasers. The XL engine is going to be a 90-minute job for Fred Modry. The other medium laser, sure, we'll do that. The hand actuator can go to Shadha. The left torso, I'll have Loney pull that. And that, and that. Alright, so the Wolverine is almost apart. We'll have... Go ahead and pull that. We'll have Fred Modry start on that right torso as well. Alright, so the Wolverine is almost out of our hair as well. It's a shame. I really wish we could have kept that design. Hunchback, we're still gonna need a right torso. The Grasshopper is gonna be a couple of days before we can get that left arm on. The Archer is gonna be a couple of days. Holzer's Ride, gonna need a couple of days as well. Penny. We can get a start on this right torso. It's gonna take us a couple days anyway. We'll go ahead and get started on that. We'll advance the day on maintained units. Yes, I know. Alright, base attack defender will occur on the 3rd. So it says. And so it agrees, actually. It'll be the 3rd. Also an assassinate mission on the 1st. Against 15,000 points of op 4, mainly Zephyrs looks like. Matilda Zober. Okay, Matilda Zober has given birth to Elisabetta Zober. There's a dependent with 6 XP and oblique artilleryman. Okay. Maintenance on the quick draw. Things are actually looking pretty good. Some LRM5s and some swarm ammo and some medium lasers and some tandem charred ammo have arrived. We did not get the cockpit out of the Wolverine. Shoyab failed. We did get the left leg and the right torso off the Wolverine. Penny is going to be another day getting the right torso on Hoser's Ride. The left torso, Elena, failed to get it on the Grasshopper. So that's going to be another 2 days the Grasshopper is out of action. I really want that Grasshopper operational. Is there anything we can do? Loney, can you do this on a 7? How many left torsos do we have? Endosteel style. 70 ton, we have 3. Yeah, I'm gonna take a chance. Oh, we got it! Oh, we got the torso on. Elena, or actually Fred, can get started on the arm. The lasers will have George knock out one of them. We'll have Janet knock out the other one. Medium laser will have Susan do one. Double heat sink, we can have Daniel try to do one. We've got the engine. Oh, I did not realize we didn't have the engine in it. We'll spend today and tomorrow making sure that goes down well. The left leg, we'll have Elena get started on that. And the armor, we'll have Chris knock out a couple of armors. Alright. The right torso is going to be tomorrow. Center torso 4, that's going to be day after tomorrow. The left arm, we can have Susan hopefully knock that out by tomorrow. Susan isn't doing maintenance, is she? No, Susan should have her full time tomorrow, so we can get the left arm on, hopefully on a 5. We've got a couple of SRMs. Let's see, double heat sink. Oh, failed. Cost check. Can we do that? Okay, yeah, they both gained an XP for that. We'll have Shoyab knock this one out over today and tomorrow. Dulfikar. I mean, we don't have any other clan tech that we're really worried about right now, do we? Yeah, that's waiting on parts. That is... Wait, not Dulfikar. Dulfikar is, who am I thinking of? Our other recently promoted regular tech. Yeah, Dulfikar could knock out that SRM. Kai can do these ammo bins. We can have we'll have Shasa knock out these armors. Try to. Have Veronica try to knock out that one. Okay, so Wyvern's Ride is 2 days from ready, hopefully. Pulsar's Ride is 3 days from ready. Grasshopper is 2 days from ready. Hunchback is waiting on parts. This one is coming apart. We'll have Jaspruden take that head off, and the ER medium, that'll be today and tomorrow. And the Wolverine, last but not least, we'll have Vernita take its cockpit out. That'll be a 3-day job. Okay, and then we'll be able to get the head off, and then it'll be removed from the roster. I think we might have most of what we need taken care of by the time it's time for this assassinate mission. Oh, today is the... Oh no, today's not the 1st. We'll get a new morale roll tomorrow. Not tomorrow. On the 1st. That's actually, wait, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so we've actually got 4 days before our next mission. I was getting January and February mixed up with how many days. I'm like, oh no, it's the last day of the month. 28th is not the last day of January. We've got a couple double heat sinks that we can have maybe some regular techs work on. We'll have Doodles repair one of those. We'll have Amelia knock out the other one. We've got a gyro, so that's going to need a MekHQ. That's going to have to wait. Lower arm actuator, we can knock that out. That's only 8 minutes. The left torso is going to be a bit of a job. Actuator is going to be a little bit more. We'll have Pi. I'll have Pi knock that out. That'll be 30 minutes into tomorrow. What else? $270 so that'll be 150 minutes into tomorrow. Medium laser, we can have like a mechanic or an aerotech work on that. Antonio, yeah, go ahead and do that. So mainly all that's left is we've got an engine, a torso, a cockpit, a gyro, a lower leg actuator. We've got some LBX ammo bins. We can have okay, no. No, we can't even do anything with those. And then we've got 3 more engines down here. All right, well, moving on to the 29th. All right, some ammo has arrived, some LRM5s have arrived. The Wolverine cockpit's going to be another day or so. The center torso on the Archer is going to be another day or so. We did get the left arm on the Archer. We got the right arm on the Awesome. We did get a couple of SRM4s into the Archer. Grasshopper is going to be another day on that arm. Yeah, Thruden did pull the ER medium laser out of the Hunchback. Guillaume is still working on the engine. Tamalika replaced the engine in the Grasshopper. Good deal. Needed a 4, got a 5. The left leg on the Grasshopper is going to be another day or so. Radmila fixed a 350XL engine. Chris fixed the lower arm actuator and gained an XP for it. Kai fixed the lower leg actuator and got an XP for it. Everything else, we've got the Mackie ready in less than 10 days. We've got the Marauder ready in 40 days. The Goliath is ready. All right, I forget what the Goliath actually looked like. What did we do to that? We upgraded the ER medium and ER small to clan tech. Right. And the Orion is ready to go too. That one now has a Streak SRM4 clan and a small Pulse Laser clan. We can... remove, and remove. Move. Okay. Let's see here. Warriors. We've got... Right, where is the veteran, right? Roy. No, he's a regular, I guess. Assigned to the Stalker, we will actually assign you to the Gun Dog again. We will put the Gun Dog back in Mariana Lance. Oh, you've got still some cuts on your abdomen. That's going to be another day or so. Scarponi is going to be another couple of days. Alright, so yeah, that should be all the pilots that we have that are out of action. Should be ready to go on the 31st. Alright, center torso on the Archer is being worked on. Closer's Ride's gonna need its arm put back on. That's gonna be one for, I think, Loney. And the right arm needs to be repaired now. We'll have Chris do that on a 4. Got a couple double heat sinks. We can have Shasta knock those out. And Veronica. The PC is going to be a 360-minute job. We'll give that to George. And 65 minutes worth of armor. We can have a big knock, actually. Alright, Archer is being worked on. The Grasshopper is waiting on its arm and leg. Hunchback, still waiting on that right torso. This guy's waiting on its engine out. And the cockpit. Okay. The repair bay is looking a lot less full than it was before, which is good. We still need a 4th for Mariana Lance. D2 Mark III. D2 Mark III. Okay. Oh, there it is. We can go ahead and pull this 3F. Oh, we've already got a 3F Mark IV in play. We've already got a D2 Mark III in play. We can pull the Mackie out. We could pull out a Battle Master, maybe. The 4P Mark II. This one actually, I don't want to put this one back in mothballs. We'll have Bill Fikar put that in mothballs. The Orion, which now has a little bit of clan tech. 231 armor. 232 armor. Yeah, I think the Orion might actually be superior of the two mechs. 1759 versus 1735. So yeah, the Orion is technically worth a couple more points. Oh yeah, we need to pull the Kronos out. We'll have Denise pull that out. Assigned to unit as pilot, medium Cronus. Let's see. Arctic? We'll add Yarvik in the Orion to Mariana Lance. Brings them up to 350 tons. We'll add the Cronus to Aleutian Lance. Brings them up to 200 tons, which is technically a medium lance, barely. Oh, we're also gonna have to replace the Wolverine. Renetta. Assigned to unit. None. There. Where's the Wolverine? It's still, yeah, it's still waiting to get its head off, but we're not far from having that one out of the system. We've got a 6M Mark V, which has not a bad mix of lasers. Have Ethan pull that out. Yeah, the 6M. We'll put that in Illusion Lance. Alright. So now, Mariana Lance is about ready to go, other than Longsword being in the infirmary for another day. Galatea is waiting on Scarponi for another couple days, and the Grasshopper for another couple days. Tonga Lance is ready to go. Illusion Lance is ready to go. Alright, so a couple more days is all it should be. I think we're ready to advance to Wednesday. Oh, no, hold on. Do we have to deploy now? Deployment date 129, deployment date 131. Okay. So diversion. Oh. Somehow we ended up with 3 missions on the track. And oh, this one they want 25,000 battle value worth of forces. So we've got a 2-4 and a Pouncer, a 2-3 and a Blackhawk C, Ryokan Prime, a Fenris B, a Fenris Prime with a 1-3 pilot, a couple Maltiers, a Ripper, a Lightning, a Svantovit, a trio of Pumas, a C, a D, and a Prime, a Dasher B, a Blackhawk Prime, Elementals, more Elementals. I don't know where they get these numbers from, but that's 25,000 points. And 2 days later, another 15,000 points. And then 2 days later, another 22,000 points. And they're hitting us hard. Alright, so the diversion, our objective is to destroy or bypass the hostile force as quickly as possible. We have 18 turns to get across the map with Galatea Lance. 18 turns, Galatea. Grasshopper is still being worked on. We've got a Mark II Grasshopper over here. We're going to be able to pull it out in time. Oh, yeah, we've got Janet Andrews should be able to pull that. No, okay. Elizabeth T. There we go. Okay. TONE will have to pull Victorama off the Grasshopper. That was Victor Rama. And the tech crew was it Veronica? I think it was Veronica. Okay, so, oh, this grasshopper is not being maintained. Can we do something about that? Apparently not really. We sign person. We'll have Penny working on that one. The grasshopper. I don't know who was working on that one. All right, so Galatea should be ready to roll at 285 tons, 10,000 points. Galatea. I don't like our odds. I mean, we're outnumbered 2.5 to 1, I think. Thereabouts. That's quite the list of enemy assets. Fenris can be dangerous. Fenris Prime. ERPPC, ER Small, Streak 2. I mean, it's a clan ERPPC, which is dangerous. Most of our people have enough edge to keep them safe from head hits, but a 1-3 pilot behind the wheel of a clan PPC, that's no joke. It's gonna hit hard and it's gonna hit accurately. It's gonna hit every turn. Alright. The Archer will be ready tomorrow. The Grasshopper will be ready tomorrow. The Hunchbacks and the Wolverine, that's all tomorrow and or the next day. Scenario diversion is today. Deploy a force. We already have. We got some LRM ammo in and some swarm ammo in. We did get the cockpit off the Wolverine. Now we just have to pull the head. We got the center torso fixed on the Archer. We got the left arm and the left leg on the Grasshopper. Nice. Guillaume is still working on that 200 XL engine and will be for a little while because he's also doing maintenance. We did fix the right arm that we were working on. The Stalker 4P is mothballed. The Mackie will be another 6 days. The Marauder will be another 20,000 minutes. Everything else is going to be a little bit. And I think... do we want to send backup on this fight? Do we reinforce? We are outnumbered 2.5 to 1. If we could send in another 10,000 points, then we would only be outnumbered 1.25 to 1. Which is still a lot. But I'm worried that if I don't reinforce, these guys are just going to get annihilated and I'm going to have to replace the whole dang lance. Which is also no good. Let's see. The Marauder is slow, but it has jump jets. The Warhammer is not as slow. The Guillotine is slow, but it has jump jets. The Grasshopper is slow, but it has jump jets. Oh man, they just outnumber us by so friggin' much. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I mean, our objective is to get across the map. Or destroy or route 50%. In other words, more than what we're bringing. Destroy. Oh, we got a house officer too that we need to worry about, and that is a 4/6 and a Jenner, so he's gonna die. We do have an allied artillery, and we do have some allied forces on our side, but only about 6,000 points combined. Op4 is deploying at the south. We're deploying at the north. Let's go ahead and send a Lucian Lance. Lucian Lance. Okay. I mean, we're still probably going to get our butts kicked. Because they are bringing, what, how many stars? 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're bringing like 3 stars. Plus infantry. Let's see how this goes. Alright, we'll go compact display, maximize here, we'll go sort by battle value. Their big bad is a 3/4 and a Nova Prime. About right. Their second big bad is a Pouncer D, which is like a mini Nova Prime with 6 ER medium lasers and 2 streak 6s. The Fenris with the 1/3 pilot is worth 3,200 points. And that's just with a PPC basically. We've got a Nova C with a Gauss rifle, an SRM, and a small pulse. Fenris B with an ER large and 10 SRMs. We've got a Puma Prime with a pair of ER PPCs. He's only worth 2,000 points because he's not a good pilot. The Ryokan with a 4/6 pilot with 2 ER larges and 3 ER mediums. We've got a Puma C and a Puma D. The Dasher is worth 900 points, which is not that much. Oh, it has narrow low profile. I did not realize. Okay, so they have 3 mechs that are worth more points than our biggest boy. We should have some rerolls, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we've got a reroll. I think I want to reroll the swamp terrain. Hills Crater. Okay, well, let's see what that looks like. Oh. Alright, our 1 reroll. Change the map to look like that. Not a lot of cover. Some elevation. That's about it. Can we isometric? Won't let me. Okay, well. So yeah, we're looking at a pretty open map with not a lot in the way of cover. All right, let's do it. Oh, and it's in the rain too. So it's gonna be muddy. What was our time limit again? 18 turns? Yeah, 18 turns is our time limit. Which is gonna be interesting given all the mud. I like Storm Crows, headshot that mech. We'll see if we can do that. Unfortunately, I don't have anything that can really one-shot the head of a mech. Didn't bring any Gauss rifles or autocannon 20s. Or clan large pulse lasers. Alright, I think we're just gonna pick a line and make a run for it. Where do we go? Where do we go? Alright, we're just gonna concentrate, I think, on the right side of the map. Actually, no, we need to protect the Jenner, so we'll actually be taking over the left side of the map. We'll start with the Marauder. The Grasshopper. Wolverine. Maybe over here. The Guillotine. How about there? Cronus. How about there? Quick Draw. Warhammer. And I guess the spider can hang out over here. All right, we have one initiative, but we are going first on our team. We're at 25,000, they're at 25,000. They only have us by about 45 points, it looks like. Although, I don't know if that really counts because our reinforcements are all controlled by Princess, so. Alright, move there. Oh jeez, this mud is nasty. Alright. We don't have anyone on scope. Alright, everyone's at 0 heat. Because no one's firing anything yet. We've won initiative, and we are in fact going last in our team, aside from the artillery. Alright, let's get the spider out here and try to scout some guys. just be jumping our way through the mud and rain. Alright, I don't know what all of our buddies are doing up there, but it looks like they're just hanging out doing nothing. Yeah, okay, no heat. That's round 2. We've got 16 more rounds to make it across the field. Our team has 1 initiative again. Alright, still no eyes on. Still jumping through the rain and muck. And Scarpani still does not have enough movement points to move even 4 hexes. Oh man. Warhammers in the rain, just not really doing their thing. So we've got a lightning and a Fenris over here. Right. Rain's got nothing. Got nothing over here. The Cronus. Not in range. Alright, so he's shooting at us, probably with that ER large. And he needed an 11, but he missed. Nearly got us with a 10. Everyone is running at 0 heat. We've got artillery. What are they doing? So we're going after everyone but the house officer. Oh, that's a bunch of sensor returns there. Okay, there's the artillery. Alright, we're going to just continue our jumping advance. Alright, we're almost halfway across the field, looks like. Let's go over here. We've got some machine guns. We might be able to take out that clan foot point real quick. And the Ripper only has 26 armor. Dasher checks for mask failure, needs a 3, gets an 11. Would have been nice if his mask would have failed on him, but, you know, it is what it is. Can't expect him to fail every 2 roll. So that'll be the SRMs, not in range. The Grasshopper has the Ripper's not in range. The Wolverine Does the Ripper on a 13. Guillotine, Stiletto on a 12. Yeah, we'll go ahead and fire on a 12. Sure. Let's see. The Quick Draw has him on a 14. The Warhammer is not going to be close enough. And the Spider has the foot platoon on 7, so that'll be everything. 7s and 9s, was it? I didn't notice. Alright, the Fenris hits our Wolverine in the right torso. Needed a 9, got the 9. Did 10 damage, leaves us with 10 armor. The Cronus misses the infantry. The Spider kills 1 guy with a laser and kills 6 more guys with a machine gun, leaving 3 dudes. Alright, no one's building up any heat yet. I think that turn goes to them. They hit us with an ER large, we hit them with a machine gun. We have 1 initiative, but we are going first within our team. We got Thumpers incoming, coming in next turn. Alright, Marauder, continue jumping. Alright, the bulk of our force is right at the halfway point, it looks like. Some of our guys are getting closer to like 2/3 of the way done, I think. Oh, there's that Black Hawk. We are badly outgunned. Alright. We have any shots this turn? Probably not much. Clan Foot Platoon does not bog down, needs a 4 get to 10. Thumper lands on the Puma for 5 damage to the right arm. Nice, down to 7 armor there. Tentacle Shogun has the Dasher out of range. The Grasshopper has the Dasher on out of range. The Wolverine has the Dasher on an 8. Has the Foot Platoon on a 6. That'll be 8s and I think that'll be 8s with the, no, that'll be 10s with the 12s with the pulse lasers. Well, maybe we hit with the large, but I'm not counting on much of anything else. We've got him on an 11. Cronus has him on a 9. And some 11s. Yeah, we'll build up 2 heat on 11. The Quick Draw has the Dasher on 11s as well. Oh, I've also got the Ryokan on a 9, or the Puma on a 9. Let's see. Puma has a PPC in that right arm, which is already damaged. Let's see if we can follow up on that. The Warhammer is still over the hill. Spider has the Fenris on 11s. Has the Ryokan on 11s. Yeah, we'll throw in a couple of 11s at him. Not that they're gonna hit, but we might as well. The Puma missed the quick draw on a 10. The Puma missed the Wolverine on an 11. The Wolverine hits the Dasher in the center torso, leaving it with 3 structure. Nice. The Fenris misses on an 8 and a 10. The Fenris misses on 8s and 12s. The Guillotine misses on an 11. The Ryokan misses on 11s. Cronus misses on 9s and 11s. The quick draw hits the Puma in the center torso with a large laser for 4 points, down to 12 armor. The Pouncer hits the Spider in the left arm with an ER medium laser, down to 3 armor there. The Spider missing on 11s, the Dasher missing on 11s, the Puma missing on 12s and 10s. Alright, Cronus is at 2 heat, the Pouncer is at 6, everyone else is running cool. We've won initiative, but we are going first within our team. Thumper's landing next turn, also this turn, but that's the ones that were targeted last turn. Alright, Tentacle Shogun. Can we advance into range? Please. Grasshopper. Really want to get that Grasshopper another jump jet, but I don't know what I'm going to give up to do it. The Ripper has swung around. Oh, wow, really? 2 hexes this turn? I guess we are climbing up the mountain. Oh, there's some elementals. Let's come over here. Try to hit that Ripper some more. Yeah, I don't think we're going to control this battlefield. I think we're just going to get across and GTFO. Clan Foot Platoon fails and bogs down. Elementals do not. Fenris does not. Ryokan does not. Actually, 2 of those were backing over an elevation change. Either way, they succeeded. Thumper lands on the Ryokan for 5 to the right torso, down to 12 armor there. Tentacle Shogun, we've got the Ripper on 15s. Grasshopper, we've got the Ripper on 13s. We've got the Blackhawk on 13s. Got the Foot Platoon on 8s. And a 10. Let's see, the Wolverine. We've got this Fenris on 7s and 5s. I think I'm going to skip the ER large. 7s and 5s. Heat neutral. Yeah, let's do that. The Guillotine has the Fenris on 8s and 12s. Throw in an SRM on that. Stiletto has the Ripper on 10s. Has the Fenris on 6s. Has the Dasher on 7s. Actually, if we could hit him in the center torso, that would end him. We'll go 4 heat over on 7s and 9s. Let's see, the quick draw has the Ripper on 10s, has the Fenris on 6s, has the Dasher on 7s. I think we're gonna go for 7s and 9s. Skip one of the mediums, throw in the SRMs. I'll put us 2 heat over. Let's see, the Warhammer still has no targets. Spider has the Ripper on 12s. Oh man. I saw prone. That's not good. The Puma missed the quick draw. The Puma hit the Wolverine with an Ultra AC 5 to the left leg for 5 down to 21. The Grasshopper hits the Clan Foot Platoon, hits one guy. What? On 8s and 10s, only hit 1 out of 4. Ugh. The Maltier misses. The Wolverine hits the Fenris in the left torso with a medium pulse, and another one down to 2 armor, and the left leg with a 3rd, and 5 SRMs to the center torso, right torso, and left arm. The Fenris hits the Wolverine in the center torso for 15, down to 10 armor there, and 2 streak SRMs to the left torso and arm. The Fenris hits the Wolverine in the left leg, down to 18 from a small pulse laser. The Guillotine hits the Fenris in the right leg for 5, down to 14. The Ryokan hits the Wolverine in the left leg for 10, down to 8. The Cronus hits the Dasher in the right leg with a medium pulse laser, and the left arm with another, and the center torso with a 3rd. So that's the Dasher down and out. The Blackhawk C missing on 9s and 11s. The quick draw at the Dasher hits with some SRMs, but it's already dead. The Pouncer misses the Wolverine on 12s. The Spider misses the Ripper on 12s. The Dasher misses on 9s. The Svantovit misses on 12s. Did hit with 3 LRMs to the Guillotine's right leg, down to 19 armor there. And the Puma missing on 10s. Wolverine needs a 6, gets a 2 to stay standing, takes 6 damage to the left arm and left torso. Vernetta needs a 6 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets the 6. The Fenris also goes down, needs a 7, gets a 6, takes 5 damage to the center torso rear, leaves him with 3 armor remaining. And Esther needs a 7 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 12. Alright, no physical attacks. Cronus is at 4 heat, Pouncer is at 7, everyone else is at 2 or less. We've won initiative, and we are going last. Nice. I am really worried that Vernetta is going to get ganged up on and taken out this turn, though, because she's not going to be able to jump. Which means that she's not going to be evasive at all, which means that everyone's going to shoot at her, which means a lot of people are going to hit her. Oh, she's going to need a 5 to get up. She's not evasive at all. She's gonna take another 40 plus damage this turn. She's gonna need to make another check to keep from falling. She's not gonna make it across the field at this rate. Clan Foot Platoon needs a 9 to break free, gets a 7. Everyone else succeeds, no one gets stuck in the mud. Lightning tags the Wolverine, Thumper hits the Blackhawk in the left torso and the Pouncer in the left arm. Thumper hits the Lightning in the rear for 5, down to 5 armor. Okay, the Firestarter's taking some fire. Wolverine is taking a lot of fire. Alright. Let me start with the PPCs on the Wolverine, on the Warhammer. We've got 5s there, we've got 10s there, 12s there. We'll go for a couple 10s. We'll go for some 9s. And an 11, sure. Let's see, Speeder. We'll shoot at the Puma on 9s. This one has 30 LRMs and a medium pulse. This one has 2 PPCs. Yeah, that's gonna be this one. That's a 9, that's an 8. That's a 9, that's an 8. 9s, 9s. We'll go for the 8s. Throw in a couple of 9s. We'll go 3 heat over for 9s on the elementals. Tentacle Shogun has no one in range. The Guillotine has the Blackhawk on 10s, has the Foot Platoon on 7s, has the Fenris on 8s. 8s and 10s. Stiletto has 10s, has 7s on the Puma. Yeah, we'll take a 7. And we've got him on a 7 over here as well as some 9s. Alright, wonder how bad the damage is gonna be. And also, we're running out of time tonight. The Puma misses the Wolverine on a pair of 8s. Good deal. The Puma hits the Wolverine in the left arm with an ER large laser down to 1 armor. The Ripper missing on 12s, the Maltier missing on a 10, the Maltier missing on a 12, the Dervish missing on 11s, the Fenris hits the Wolverine in the left arm for 15, transfers to the left torso down to 12, and a pair of SRMs to the right arm and torso. The Fenris hits the Wolverine in the left torso rear with an ER large down to 9 structure and a small pulse to the left torso rear down to 6. 4 SRMs to the center and right torso rear, right torso is down to 2. Ryoken hits the Wolverine in the center torso with an ER medium down to 3 armor. The Blackhawk hits the Wolverine in the left leg with a Gauss rifle down to 4 structure. Small pulse laser to the right arm, SRMs to the right and center torso rear, critting on the engine. The Pouncer missing on 9s, the Warhammer missing on 10s, the Elemental missing on 11, the Grasshopper at the Fenris hits him in the left torso, critting on his engine. The Spider at the Puma hits him in the left torso down to 7, and the Foot Platoon hits the Wolverine in the center and right torso rear for 6. The Wolverine hits the Puma in the left torso and hits 3 of the elementals with medium pulse laser fire. Nice. The elementals return fire and hit with 8 SRMs, which transfers to the left torso, and costs us an edge to avoid a head hit. The Blackhawk hits Wolverine in the right leg for 7, down to 15 armor there. The Guillotine hits the Fenris in the center torso, down to 7 armor. The Svantovit hits the Wolverine in the left arm and left torso with, or the left arm transferring into the left torso with 2 LRMs. And 3 LRMs to the right torso, down to 3 armor there. The Cronus hits the Puma in the right arm, down to 3 armor. The Puma missing on 11s, the Quick Draw missing on 7s and 9s. The Wolverine goes down again, takes 5 to the center torso, which goes internal, and 1 to the right leg. Bernetta needs a 10 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 10. 100 plus damage that turn. Jeez. Alright, we're about to lose another Wolverine. The Fenris kicks us in the right leg for 9, we're down to 5 armor. Lots of people are heating up. The Blackhawk is at 8, the Wolverine is at 8, courtesy of an engine hit. The Grasshopper is at 2, the Quick Draw is at 4, the Dervish is at 2, the Fenris is at 5, the Puma is at 10. And I think we've been going for about 2 hours, so it might be time to wrap this up. We have 1 initiative, but we are going first within our team. And this is gonna be diversion and also exit save. And this is gonna be the first time in like 3 weeks that I've saved on a new campaign slot. I will be trying to save that Wolverine next week. Don't know how much I'm gonna be able to do. When she's on the ground, she's not evasive, and she's not mobile. So yeah, they're just gonna gang tackle her and take their mech out from under her. But yeah, same. I'm not sure that Wolverine's gonna make it, and it's a shame because like I like those Wolverines, but they keep getting taken from us. But anyway, we'll be back next week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Link to the Discord is in my bio. We'll hopefully see you there, and we'll see you next week for sure. Thanks for joining me, and until next week, have a good one. We'll see you then.